The challenge of healing on the Sabbath was one of Jesus' most intense confrontations with the Pharisees, who strictly adhered to religious laws. For them, the Sabbath was a day of absolute rest, and all work, including healing, was forbidden. Jesus entered a synagogue on the Sabbath and saw a man with a shriveled hand. The Pharisees were watching to see if he would heal him, hoping to find a reason to accuse him. They asked him, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath?" He posed a compelling counter-question. "If any of you has a sheep and it falls into a pit on the Sabbath, will you not take hold of it and lift it out?" Then he declared, "It is lawful to do good on the Sabbath." Jesus made it clear that compassion and helping people are more important than rigid adherence to the law. He wasn't breaking the Sabbath law, but fulfilling it by demonstrating God's mercy. Jesus also encountered a paralytic man who had been lying by the pool of Bethesda for 38 years. Jesus told him, "Get up, pick up your mat, and walk." The man obeyed and walked away with his mat, but was immediately criticized by the Jews, often the Pharisees, for working on the Sabbath. Jesus responded, "My Father is always at his work to this very day, and I too am working." This statement affirmed his authority and declared that his work was a continuation of God's work, who never stops acting for salvation. Jesus also healed a woman who had been crippled by a spirit for 18 years. She was healed instantly. The synagogue leader was indignant and said to the crowd, "There are 6 days for work, so come on those days to be healed, and not on the Sabbath." Jesus called him a hypocrite and said, "Should not this woman, a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan has kept bound for 18 long years, be set free on the Sabbath day?" Jesus emphasized that the law was made for people, not people for the law. He showed that freeing someone from suffering is a noble act, fully aligned with God's will. Jesus faced not only temptations of power or hunger, but also challenges from religious laws and traditions themselves. He used his wisdom and power to prove that love and compassion are the highest principles of God.